follow-up email as far as our treasury report and things like that to come. So be on the lookout for that. You'll be getting some information about our dues and why we do what we do. We send that out every year. So be on the lookout for that as well. But we'll get started right now with a couple voting items we have. We have a few voting items, and I'll start with those voting items. All right, so our first request is from the director of the Infinite Illusions Drill Team. Let me know if I'm too loud or if you can't hear me properly too, please. So this is our first request from the Infinite Illusions Drill Team. They were writing, asking for our donation. They submit a request every year, and they get new recruits that often need uniforms, or if they're going away or attending an event, or if they're going to be in the parade. So that's what this request is for. They have a couple of new recruits, and they're also going to be marching in the St. Patrick's Day parade. So that is our first donation request, and that is from Infinite Illusions Drill Team. All right, I'm going to go to the next request. Our next request is from the Hill Legendary Basketball Committee. Can you mute your phone? Because I hear TV. Okay, I just hear background noise. We have the Hill Legendary Basketball Committee based in New Haven, Connecticut, and they're dedicated to fostering community engagement by providing a safe and positive space, and they're asking for a donation for the annual basketball game. This event brings together the local and neighboring communities, and it promotes unity, sportsmanship, and a lot of outreach opportunities are done. And it's usually a successful event. We do get feedback on this every year. So that letter is just stating how they rely heavily on the generosity of sponsors and supporters like us. And our contribution will directly support the event operations, player resources, and all the community initiatives they're trying to have in place. So basically, they're asking for a $300 donation, which right now is what our max typically is, other than to certain organizations. And we'll get into that later too. So that's the Hill Legendary Basketball Committee. Those are two things right there. We also have another request. This one is from the Elm City Club. And it's their 49th annual Sojourner Truth Founders Day event. So they sent a new letter in, and they're asking for our support as well. And if you don't know what that stands for, that's the Elm City Club of the National Association of Negro Business and Professional Women's Clubs, Incorporated. And they're having their 49th event. It's a ceremony and a brunch, and it's scheduled for Saturday, April 12th. And the theme this year is moving forward with purpose, exceeding the vision, breaking barriers, and empowering change. And that resonates deeply with their mission and goals. And basically, it's like our gala where they pay tribute to club founders each year, and they recognize individuals that have made outstanding contributions to the communities. And this year, their honorees are Dr. Shaka Felder McIntyre, Shakira Samuel, Karima Mickens, Tanisha Dawson, Tiffany Daniels, Darryl Huckabee, Jalen Lopes, and Krista Gibbs for their exceptional dedication and service to the community. So they are also asking for a donation request. And there's a couple ways in which we can do this. What we typically do is we will buy an ad for the event. And it looks like the ad prices we have, we can do a full page ad. Or we can do an inside, front, and back covers if they're still available. But the requests for the ads do fall into range with the amount of the donation. So that is our third request. Sorry, I'm just taking my little notes again as we go along. And we have another request from the New Hallville Neighborhood Corporation. And this request is actually for their black tie affair or their gala. They also, as a neighborhood corporation, honor leaders in the community that have done exceptional work, or great service. And this year, one of the honorees is actually our president of our board of alders. So that's a great thing. And we can also allow that request is for an ad. So that also falls into the same category monetarily as our donation requests. Some of these, the ads may fall a little under, but it still works, and we can move to vote on those as well. Sorry about the noise. We have one more request, and that request is, one second, y'all. I'm getting somebody that's trying to get into the link too, and they can't get in. I'm gonna resend it again. But we also have another request from the Black Maternal Health Project. They have submitted requests previously. And let's see what there's a couple ways we can sponsor this. I'll defer to you all in a sense for this issue. And we can converse further about this one, but they're having a summit in April. And I believe it's April 12th, according to the flyer. It's a Black Maternal Health Project, and it's in collaboration with Southern Connecticut State University Nursing, Public Health, and Social Work departments. And Alder Crest will give me 1 minute. Your hands up. You got a question, or you just want to make a comment? All right, give me a minute. Yeah. So that's the Black Maternal Health Project, and that is April 12th. And this is their second time doing it. Well, their second time being hosted at Southern. And I'm gonna send you a packet. You all should have received an email possibly by now on the project itself and what they're doing. But there's a different range of sponsorship. And there's also, we can do an ad as well for this project. And that also falls into range of what we typically would allot for a donation request. Alder Crespo, I'm gonna entertain your comment or question, and then I'll get back to it.
Thank you, Madam Chair. There was another request that was submitted for a donation. Living United is having an event this Saturday to provide 62 youth who are they're doing a youth suicide prevention seminar.
Do you know when that was submitted and who it was submitted to?
I had a meeting with them today.
Did you email us on that?
I have the email ready to
Can you
send.
forward that email?
I'll send it right now.
Because yeah, please make sure you get that to us so we can
Yeah, I just
put
met
that
with
in the
you.
road, because that's what we've been doing. We've been trying to follow protocol per se.
Yep. I just met
And
with them about 30 minutes.
what we have, we try to honor all the requests that we get too. But send that email if you can. Do you have a flyer?
Yes.
Okay. And what I'm gonna have you do is I am gonna let you speak about it since you started speaking about it.
Okay. So
Okay.
we're going to start now.
Mm-hmm.
So March 15th, they're having it's going to be at the Q House. It starts at 1 o'clock, and they're feeding about 62 children and their families. It's going to be almost like a brunch style, and they're providing an opportunity to bring panelists to talk about youth suicide prevention. They're going to have activities. There's going to be tables for folks that want to bring information, and they would like to have an opportunity to feed those families. This is called Ignite, and it's Living United CT. And so I'm going to forward to you the um, Ignite the Future Youth Prevention and Intervention event. You matter. You're not alone. And they're encouraging folks to come in. They're going to have inspirational youth stories, panel discussions for youth empowerment, therapeutic activities, free brunch, Q&A, confidential support groups, peer support networks, and mental health professionals. This is also being sponsored by the Community Foundation of Greater New Haven, and it's between 1 p.m. and 5 p.m. They've been able to get some of the food, some of the drinks, some water, some juices, but they would like to ask for more so they can ensure, because the number was supposed to be 62, but the number has gone up to more than 100 families, more than 100 children, and so they're asking for a donation. Thank you, Madam Chair.
Okay, so thank you for that. We will wait for that email and then we'll get back to that request.
Thank you.
What we've been trying to avoid, even though we know last minute things come up, is last minute requests. Just to let you know what I mean, going forward. We do know things happen and things get behind, and we do try to support everyone, but we are trying to follow where we have a written request on file, especially if it's an organization we have not given to before. Just that's for everyone. I just want to put that out there. And I'll send an email about it as well. Okay. So we got those taken care of. Give me one moment. I just want to make sure we didn't leave any requests out. So we have our ads. And thank you all again for joining. Yeah, I think we're all set with those requests. I do want to also, tonight we need to vote on our other requests and our standing donations. And those are our $1,000 recipients for our scholarships, the New Haven Scholarship Fund and the Hispanic Firefighters scholarship we always give, as well as the money for the senior centers. We always, when we have the funds available, those are our standing recipients for the $1,000 donations. So we need to make sure we get those addressed as well tonight. So that we need to do as well. All right. So give me one moment. We're going to move along. I'm triple checking just to make sure we didn't leave anyone off the list that we have a letter from. It does not look like we did. I'm checking my email. All right, before we vote on these issues, are there any questions about any of the letters we received?
No, Madam Chair. No questions.
No questions, any comments?
Everyone that you presented that is requesting money, and those for the firefighters and the other individuals you just mentioned, they come before us and they do great work in the community. You mentioned the folks early on regarding what is it? The folks, the teams that are going to be marching in the parade. They come out. This young lady, I met her, and she tries to get the youth off the streets and engaged in a proper, behaving in a proper manner and being involved in all the community events. And Ms. Shaniqua Berry, the same thing. They really look to engage community and help as many people find a place so they can engage in a safe manner and keep them safe. All of them, thank you for presenting them. They are well deserving of this funding. Thank you, Madam Chair.
All right, is that a motion? Are you making a motion?
I make a motion. We support all the requests that came in.
Is there a second?
Second.
All right. We are going to take a vote on this. All in favor?
Aye. Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? All right, thank you. That motion has passed, it carries, and we will be getting those donation requests out to the entities that we spoke about tonight, as well as our scholarships and our senior centers. So that we will be doing. Also, let's move on. So we'll get all those requests in, and you'll get an email follow-up on all these requests. Are there any, I did just want to go over 2 items before I open it up to everyone on any further business. I just want to remind us all as caucus members and as alders to make sure we're spreading the word about activities. Our youth and recreation department works hard year round. And they have applications that are available for the Book Award Scholarship. We all received an email on it. I've seen it on social media as well. So just make sure you're spreading the word. The applications are available from the 3rd of March through the 28th, and they can receive with the scholarship. You can receive up to $1,000 for book supplies, etc. And you must be a New Haven resident. The flyer reads as calling all New Haven High School seniors and college freshmen. This scholarship is for those who are hard workers and are determined to further their education. If that's you, please apply. And if you look at the email that we received, it does have the information listed on how to apply. Whereas if you're sharing it on social media or if you're printing the flyer, there's a QR code or there's an actual bit.ly link. So please just encourage the young people to apply. Like I said, that department works hard and they do a lot of work, and people can use the money. Funding. Books are expensive. Online, ebooks, hard copies. But that's a great opportunity for people in our community to take advantage of through our youth and recreation department. And I just also wanted to remind people too about the Wooster Square Farmers Market. Spread the word on that because that's going to be opening again. Opening day is April 5th, and that's Conti West School, 511 Chapel Street, New Haven, Connecticut. And there you can shop local. You get produce, meat, dairy, flowers, baked goods, and prepared foods. So spread the word on that. That's a great opportunity to get fresh food. One moment. Okay. All right. Any comments, questions, or discussions that you all wish to have? Alder Crespo.
Just wanted to confirm that I just sent you the email and the flyers.
Yes, thank you. And we'll make sure we share those.
Much
We'll get
appreciated.
those shared out.
Thank you, Madam Chair.
Thank you, Alder Crespo. Any other discussion from committee members or any announcements you all would like to make? Wait, we just have someone else who just joined us. One moment. Alder
I'm
Rodriguez.
sorry, I couldn't put my hand up. I would,
That's
Madam
okay.
Chair.
You have the floor.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I would just like to tell everybody if they are interested in getting tickets, I am being honored by the new New Hallville Corporation on April 17th. It's a gala. The tickets are $85. No pressure. I'm just letting you guys know because I never let you know any other time. Thank you. Thank you, Madam Chair.
And you all should have received an email because I most certainly received an email. It is also posted on social media. And that is also one of the events we spoke about before Alder or Madam President Walker Myers joined us. So if you need more information, you can contact her or check your email. Thank you for that announcement. Anyone else have a comment or want to make an announcement about an event or anything that's happening? No? Okay, well, this has been a great meeting tonight. You please be on the lookout for the email I told you we were going to send earlier, just with a breakdown of everything that we're doing this year, and also our Alder Crespo.
It escaped my mind, but I just remembered March 27th
Mhm.
We're going to have a empowering first-time home buyers. There's going to be a seminar being held for anybody, any resident of New Haven. It's going to be located at Lead New Haven Community Center, 100 Crown Street, right in downtown. It's going to happen between 5:30 and 8 o'clock. So it's going to be a training seminar for anybody who wants to be a home buyer, first time home buyer. They're going to talk about. Actually, I'm going to see if they have a flyer. They're going to talk
Okay,
about empowering, what to expect, what are the finances to have, how to look at the market, especially now that things are happening during this administration, and it's going to be very informative, free of charge. Anybody who's interested in being a homeowner.
perfect. And yes, please just make sure you send that out to us, so that we can post that, and get all that information out. Any
Well,
other, before I start wrapping it up again, are there any other announcements? If you can't raise your virtual hand, just jump in, please. Alder Rodriguez, Carmen,
Thank you, Madam Chair. I know we spoke about this
turn your video
earlier.
off.
I know you just mentioned the youth.
Okay, now try
Okay,
again.
got it again. Can you hear me now?
Perfectly.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I thank you. I also wanted to remind everyone, because you and I spoke about this earlier, the Elderly Service Department, I can send this to Ms. Director Lucas so he can forward it to every single alder. There's the tax-free freeze program. There's a tax-free program happening now for all seniors at all the senior centers from February to May. There's also the renters rebate, the Senior of the Year volunteer luncheon. We have the farmers market, as you mentioned. Then there's trips to Holiday Hill and the Big E and the fall activity. So I'll also send that over to Al Lucas so that he can forward it to every single alder so they can reach out to their seniors and get involved and hopefully do this tax freeze programs and all the other items that may assist them. Thank you, Madam Chair.
Thank you. I want to just also remind alders, this will be included in the email, that we have a big day coming up in April as a caucus. And this is where we do our address. So we remind you every year and really put some thought into it. Don't be scared to send an email to us, or reply to the email we send out with any suggestions or thoughts on some issues or topics that you want us to hit on, when we do our address. So we've already started it, but it's never too late. So make sure that you do send that information, please. Any other comments or questions as a caucus or announcements? I'm gonna ask one more time. Any other announcements or comment? Alder Crespo.
I would like to invite all of you. There's going to be a gala. It's going to be April the 12th. It's a way that the Lead Community Center is giving back to the community members and its leaders. And you're all invited. If you would like to go, let me know. Just send me a text message and say, hey, I would like to go. I'll send you the link for you to register. And if you can register, you can certainly participate. And it's going to be in Danbury. And it's going to be far. It's going to be in Danbury, Connecticut. But it's just an opportunity. It's free of charge. There's no going to be. It's going to be our way of giving back to the community, or the way that League gives back to the community. So if you are interested, just send me a text message. I'll send you the link. Once you register, you'll be able to save yourself a chair. And all the Board of Alders are invited.
You sure you don't, Alder Crespo?
Yes, madam.
You got something else? You got the floor. I'm gonna let you have the floor.
I appreciate you. I'm all set.
All right, thank you. Thank you for that information. All right, we have no more business. Just be on the lookout for the email. Thank you all for showing up and voting to get these scholarships funded, and so we can pass the funds on to these community organizations as well as our senior centers. This is why we do what we do. We will be in touch, like I said, via email. Send us any other suggestions you may have. And we look forward to seeing you at our next meeting. So we will send a meeting reminder and notice about that. And also make sure you remind your communities, on another note, that it is budget season and there are many meetings they can attend. If they can't come in person, they can go to our YouTube page and they can listen. So that's one last reminder on an actual issue, but we have no further business. So a motion is in order.
I move that we adjourn.
Any seconds?
Second.
Okay, let's take a vote. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, seeing that the ayes have it, we are now adjourned and thank you for attending tonight.
Thank you, Madam Chair.
Thank you,
Good
Madam
night,
Chair.
colleagues.
Thank
Good night,
you.
everybody.
Pleasure.